maybe you did, but it was about a second before I started talking. Sun is going down again. I get a little bit closer to the microphone. Hello all, welcome back. I'm joking. I was actually joking. So I'm back on Cornerstone, and it has been a very long time, more than a month. I've not wanted to play, and I remember why. It took me, like an hour to get back to my place, only to rediscover that my front of my house was just blown up by a bunch of creepers. And what I learned from that is that cats are not good for very much. I had to start this over again because last time I was recording it, it was in the night, and there were zombies all over, getting through a little hole in my barrier. Caveman. So, oh goodness, this is going to take me a long time to repair, but, oh, please, excuse me. After I got rid of some of the gravel and the dirt and grass that was on top of this, it looks like there's actually not that much missing, not a lot to repair. If I actually knew what was missing, it wouldn't take me but a couple minutes. If I had it memorized, especially. I want to point this out. I am so grateful that Luke actually took some stuff out of the chest. So did I. I took a chest plate. But he left a little note saying, "Thank you, I needed some arrows." And I'm like, oh, that's great. Why don't you take some of these arrows that I have over here, too? Let's see, where are they? There are some. These chests are not all organized anymore because of the creepers blowing them up, and I was trying to get everything back into chests as much as I possibly could, but a lot of it despawned. So I lost a good bit of stuff. This makes me feel like I have no privacy. There are other people in the house right now, and it's uncomfortable. So I had some, I'm trying to be a little quiet. So I had some plans I gotta rebuild that, but let's do some other redstone stuff. I'd originally planned to do some more redstone stuff anyway. I wanted, like a closet to, like a button. You could go in here and it would put, all of your armor on or whatever. I wanted, like, dyed leather armor. That's why I wanted it to be, like, clothes, really. But I didn't want people just being like, what is that button, if they didn't know, and pressing it and all of a sudden be wearing my armor. So I decided, why not have a little staircase that goes into a closet, because I couldn't come up with any other way to open some sort of door or something like that, unless this gets pulled back twice and reveals a door there. A little kind of uncomfortable way to walk through though, so I didn't really like that. So I thought, this made me actually think about an elevator, and I have one design that works great for SMP. So we're going to use that. It's piston tape style, my favorite. Not going to be able to use multiple floors. I suppose I could, but what I will do is this is going to go into like a room or something like that. I guess I'll have my bed to stop that seizure causing. I guess I'll have like a little bedroom or something like that and stuff. Maybe I will also have a closet, but maybe it's going to go to a hallway that'll lead to my bedroom. And in that hallway also will be a little doorway that you can go into, and if you press a button before you go into it, then it takes you up or down. And because this is multiplayer, we're going to have it to where, it can be used multiple times. And I've got a number of different designs that I can actually use for that. I think I've got it all figured out to just be perfect. The best as it can possibly be. The best it can possibly be, great size, everything. Good speed, but not too fast for multiplayer. I got all that figured out, but right now I'm going to need to rebuild the door. And that's going to take me a while. By the time I get done with that, I've already built it once, so I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be tired of Minecraft, because, I'm fine with building something I haven't built before, or something, like newer, or something like that. But even the same kind, or like a different kind of something that I've already built, but when it's like something that I've literally already built 100 times, I'm not okay with it. Or something that I put a lot of time into, like this door. Please, don't be, oh, there we go. I was going to say invisible. So I'm going to be pretty tired of Minecraft after that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up and go to the doctor. He's going to check up on my jaw. And then I'm going to spend a long time figuring out what could go behind here. A lot of you guys don't know this, but I put a lot of time into designing this house. so much that I actually took this hill and I rebuilt it in creative mode so that I could figure out how things would look when I built them, because, you know, in survival, you know, if I want to, if it gets really bad, I can start over, you know, with like a save, like go back to the old save or something like that if I really screw up. But on multiplayer, not so much. So everything that I do is done. So unless I undo it manually. So I have a lot of rooms on here pre-designed and everything like that. This was pre-designed. This was not entirely pre-designed, but most of it was. This was completely, and it's not so proud of it. Anyway, I'm going to do all of those things that I said I was going to do. Been 6 minutes, world record for a person. And I apologize for the quietness. That will not be here 2 days when I record again. Few minutes for you, few seconds. Oh, goodness, sore throat. Hello, I'm back, and I thought about, no, you know what? It's really lame, but I wanted to say, I kind of feel like an ancient Egyptian or something, taking the cats into the afterlife with me. I know. Okay, so I went to Edward's place, that's his portal right there, and I got some cats. He burned his jungle down, so it's like, cats just spawn like crazy out there, ocelots. And I didn't want to record that because it is still, even then, the single, or I should say actually the most painstaking single process in the entire game. And you can tell I love them so much. They're so important to me. They are, or one of them at least. I got 2 of them, and then bred them. That's why we had a baby. But we at least needed one of them because that was the missing piece of our house. It was the last piece that is yet to be repaired. Because the creeper killed it. So I did some tests last night with snow, and it turns out there's some really strange behavior with the way mobs spawn on/in snow. And I've also heard that spawning behavior is really strange when you have rails. I don't know, I haven't really looked into that, but I've looked into it with snow, and I'll tell you what, if every single surface is covered in snow, there will be no mob spawns of any kind whatsoever. Not a single one. It's really strange. But if even just one block isn't covered in snow, mobs can spawn in the snow that is around it. I don't know if it's a certain radius or whether it's just in the same chunk or whatever. It might be like 2 chunks away or something like that, and I have no idea. So like if just one single block is not covered up, I actually shot him with a flame bow, lit him on fire before I put him into the portal. Well, welcome to life, kitty. What was I saying? Oh yes. So like, if there's any uncovered blocks in like a cave or something, I have no idea. Anyway, what I have done, I have under every tree put snow. I thought it looked nice before. That's why I hated putting torches down. So this really fixes that problem because the torches melt snow. But if snow's there and if snow is actually everywhere, you shouldn't expect to see mobs spawn. Of course, I still do. I did that under trees, as I was saying. Oh, you're welcome, by the way. And everywhere where there's tall grass and where there are flowers, I put some snow. So mobs have not stopped spawning, but I don't see more than one mob in the night. I actually pillared up, and I don't see. Like, looking all the way around the house, I don't see but one single mob, and it always spawns in relatively the same area, on snow, and I don't know why that is, but it always spawns in the same place, or near the same place. I don't know if there's like a cave or something, and it is nighttime. Let's turn around. I mean, you didn't see any mobs anyway, but it seems like most of the time the mob that spawns is a creeper. So, okay, so, catch my breath. If I can get up there, I will explain this to you. So if, like, the cat was right here, and I was right here, and the creeper was over here. So, the creeper did not see the cat that was next to me, and I'm assuming that's why when he got close to me, he still blew up. If they don't see a cat by the time they start hissing, if they haven't seen one yet, they will still explode. So it seems. So, Anyway, what we're gonna do right now is put some cats up here. Take just a few minutes to actually get them up there, and we're gonna continue breeding them. I might even get 1, 2, 3 more. I'm gonna put them in the same place, because if I have one like over here or something like that, then like it's just the creepers kind of run back and forward, and it doesn't really stop them at all. But I haven't actually been to the doctor yet, and it turns out I need to go in like 5 minutes. So we'll get back to some redstone in just a second. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say screw this whole redstone elevator, this episode nonsense, impossible garbage. It's not gonna happen. Then I'll have to wait a little bit. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello! Anyway, so I mentioned my test episode last time I was recording. Test world, where I have... where I have another copy of this house, but it's slightly different. One of the things that's different about it is this, right here, this doorway. That's there instead of a block of wall, and I think it actually, you know, at first I didn't really know whether I liked it, but I kind of love it now. Another thing I was thinking, you know, there's some different ways to add color in here, like maybe add a rug. Probably do that next time. I need to collect some wool. The reason I'm not going to do the elevator, though, is because I've spent so much time on this already, and it's just about time that I get, you know, to recording anyway, and putting an episode out there anyway, so I can do more in one. Is that right? More? Yeah. So I can do more, and I don't feel so wrong about it, I guess. School's gonna start back in like a week and a half for me, so I don't have a lot of time. I was thinking we could do a doorway right here instead of this. That maybe would lead into a storage room. So, oh goodness, I'm so sorry. Let's do this. Let's see. I got another idea for a different kind of door that we haven't done already. I think could be kind of weird, like that. Or maybe the other way around. And then, like, I guess if we broke this out, right, what is that? Oh my goodness, it's all done already. Yay! Yay! I had no idea. I had no idea. So, these are, this is actually where we're going to have storage rooms, some chests right here, some chests right here, some chests right here. I already know exactly what I'm going to do. Who am I kidding? I can't be creative on camera. So, I'm not going to do all of these in one episode, but I'll tell you what, elevator goes right here. It needs about that much space, except for we need some cut out right here, because that's actually where we use a clock to generate 6 pulses, because it needs to go down 6 blocks. And then down here, I was thinking we have another floor that has not the same layout, but a lot of the rooms would be the same, and they'd be like darker versions of the rooms up here. So like the one downstairs would have, you know, like bricks everywhere, and then like, you know, we'd have like a skull somewhere, and some furnaces and iron bars and stuff like that. Like a darker version, so we can have the, some cooler stuff down there, and this will just be like, you know, storage. We can have crafting benches, furnaces up here. And then maybe over here we can have a enchanting room. Perfect size. But yeah, there's just absolutely no way I'm going to do all that and put that in this episode. But excuse me, I totally will get to filling these walls in. I just kind of wanted to show it like this because I think it looks awesome. It looks like a freaking construction site, and that's cool. So this will be here. Actually, no, but when we're building this, it'll be easier to not have that there. It is a piston tape elevator, if I didn't mention. I think I did. Really cool. 2 different designs I have. Actually, I will show those now, and then we'll end the episode. Okay, so this is not the final design, but it is the newest one that I have. I accidentally deleted the newest version of this save, you know, because I build this kind of thing on 2 separate worlds. And so the very newest version is 1 block shorter. So I'll go ahead and show you the oldest one I made over here. This is the very first one of its kind I built, and you can see the dimensions are actually larger, even though the whole thing is significantly smaller. Now this one only has one cart, so like every time you press it, since it's already up, it goes down. It's really slow. The new one's a lot faster. Like I said, it's the oldest one. So like, say this is upstairs in the place. When somebody's up here, you can, well, they'll have to call the elevator before they can use it. And I'd build it a lot faster than that, now that I have better mechanics to use. This one is a little bit different though. This one has a cart on at all floors at all times. This particular model doesn't. It has 4 carts, but we actually have this. We'll send it in the opposite direction because there are 2 extra blocks, so they don't always line up. But this is like full speed and everything. But you noticed already one of the biggest problems is as it's passing through as they are passing through these fence gates, get powered and unpowered, and so that makes noise, and so that's really loud. Plus, we have to use fence gates instead of the trapdoors, and trapdoors look a lot better. I got rid of most of the fence gate noise problem, but these 3 down here, there's pretty much no way for me to power those without diagonally powering these pistons and breaking the machine. But I got every single other one powered somehow. So it makes it a little bit quieter, but still every single time you hear at least three of those like that, you know. So anyway, those are the 2 designs that I have. The elevator's gonna look a little bit like this. I guess I would just, why was I showing, oh, maybe because one of them looks cooler, goes up and down. I can actually build one that is even smaller than this, that does the same thing at the same speed now that I've had a little practice with it. One that has only 1 cart, and every time it just alternates. This is way, way better for multiplayer though, because it always has a cart. Every single time it has a cart. So I guess that's why I was showing this, because there's that reason right there. Anyway, not sure exactly which one I'm going to use. Any ideas? Hint, hint. That is something you will see very much later. I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now. Oh, you can. Oh, it's been a very long time. So, I'm going to call it here, and I will record again, actually probably in a couple minutes. It's just, I think this is enough for this episode. So, I will see you guys probably another year or so. Good day.